Yes.
You know, so when I taught her what I knew about it, and really, this is a technique I had to teach myself. I learned through trial and tribulation. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said that to her. Maybe I should have said it a different way. But I learned the hard way, and I actually taught myself how to be better with communication with all of my workers. And I was able to teach her, and now she knows. You know, and she's like, man, some conversation, she get off the phone, she is drained. Like, God, oh, they took me a while to get that out. Like, damn. You know, but people don't understand that that's a part of it. That's a part of your journey. Like, you have to learn how to be a good communicator. So, do you mind sharing with us? You're doing a revenue share.
So I will say that I am really close to 200,000. And actually, y'all, listen. Last year I had hit my 100K, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my God.
Congratulations.
I had a whole dinner party for it because I did
I'm trying to tell you.
I said that I was never going back to college. I am currently going back to college. But 100K. Disclaimer, you guys, 100K is not enough money.
No.
When you hit that milestone, it's important.
Yes.
It's important.
It's a very important milestone, because that is something that we haven't seen before. You know, for you to hit the milestone. And when I hit it, I didn't even realize I hit it. That's how quick the money was going leaving. You know what I mean? So I was like, I did? I hit 100,000 in 1 year. Like, damn. Because I didn't have nothing to show for it at the time. Yeah. So I was like, well, that ain't enough. Shoot, I need to double, triple, quadruple those numbers, right? So, but I had to realize that, you know, don't be hard on myself. Celebrate all of your small wins, because I did something that a lot of people in my family, I would say, haven't reached that milestone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not a normal milestone for people. If you're still working a 9 to 5 and you're still, you know, getting those $4,000 a month checks or $2,000 a month checks, 10 grand, that's a good milestone to reach. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah. But what they don't tell you is you got expenses as a business owner.
In Texas?
Yeah, you got taxes, you got expenses, you know, and all that money just don't come to you. Absolutely. That's just the hard reality of it. I would say 100,000 is equivalent to a good job.
Honestly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's equivalent to a good job. And instead of you making that 4K working for whoever else you was working for, now you're making it working for you. Absolutely. And you may be making it passively. You might not be working for the 4K. You know, you might be working mentally, but not, you know, physically anymore. So that's something to accomplish. You know, that's what I would say.
I was so excited. No, I have watched your video on when you have posted how to make 200,000 in a year. When I hit the 100, I said, hold on, let me go back to this video. And I watched it again, and you were like, well, this is what I learned, and this is how I needed to change it. I need to change how I pay my people now. Right. You cannot come pick up your check. It needs to be direct deposit.
Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. Direct deposit.
Yes. And so I was just like, okay, there are a few more. I keep saying home base because I use home base.
Oh, you use home base.
Yes. Okay. So it shows my people their schedule. So just with that, it's just like there were a lot of things that did have to transition between that 100K and the 200. Yeah. But it's just like, dang, money is so easy to make.
Yeah. But you can't do the same things that required you to make 6 figures to make 7 figures, if that makes any sense. And you will learn that on your entrepreneurial journey, that the same thing that you did to make that 2, you say you're on your way to 2. Mm-hmm. We're speaking that into existence. Okay? So the same routines that you're making to make that 2, you can't do the same things to make $500,000. You know, you're going to have to change it up. And I had to learn that the hard way. I changed up my software. Anything that I had to learn automation. I had to get CRM programs in place. And I just had to change up my system throughout the years to scale. So it's like now we're trying to hit $1 million. You know, we trying to hit over $1 million. You know, we done already did $1 million in sales. That's easy. But we trying to see what $100,000 a month look like. $100,000 a month look like. You know, and in order to really do those type of numbers, I'm realizing, okay, now it's gonna take something else. What else, Lord? What else I gotta do now? What else? You know what I mean? But it's gonna take another level of thinking, something else I'm not doing right to really scale. Because the more revenue you're bringing in, the more people you're bringing in, the more headaches you're bringing in. And you're gonna have to have systems in place to deal with all this stuff, because your one little brain and emotions is not gonna be able to deal with it. You know, sometimes we have hard clients that I don't even want to talk to. I'll be like, you talking to Miss Jane today? Because she called me and I know she's mad about something. And then, you know, but it's good that I have a partner, because she'll be like, oh God, okay, I'll call her. So being that she's going to call her, it takes the pressure off of me. Yes. You know what I mean? And then sometimes I can alleviate the pressure from her. You know, we balance each other out. You know what I mean? So that's what you're going to need when you're scaling, because you have more people that you have to deal with, more emotions and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So now, we talked about this booking form when you first came in the office. And I want to go back to it.
Okay.
So you use a booking form right now. And I ain't gonna lie, we was looking for your website and all that. We couldn't find it, but you said that you're still working on your website. So that's good. But the thing that I admire is you still getting sales without a website. Can you please elaborate on how you still getting sales booked without a website? How you doing it?
So I use Acuity Scheduling. It is a platform for like hairstylists, spas, and anyone who performs a service-based service. And so I use it. I have the description. It has a calendar on there, and you click 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. And when I say, you know, is it a little unorthodox? Yes, I will say that. I have had previously a website. I thoroughly liked my website. I just did not like the back end systems of it. And I said, I need to take this down because it's confusing my customers, it's confusing me. I need to make sure that I have something that's thorough. And if this is going to work for right now, this is what I will have to do. So if I have to keep switching back and forth, and when clients catch me, my clients are who my clients are going to be. If you are like, oh my gosh, there's no pretty blue on your website, then you may not be for me. So listen, click that 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, add an extra bathroom, something in there, and
that's it.
We will see you on Thursday.
Girl, I love it. I love it. I love the fact that you didn't let the website stop you. I talk to people all the time. They're like, well, I can't really bust a move because, you know, the website down. And I'm like, okay. You have to be a figure-outable type of person. You know what I mean? Like, there are billions of softwares out here. It's a lot of stuff out here that you can use and make it work. You got to figure it out. And I just love the fact that that's what you did. You said, you know what? I'm going to figure it out. This worked. Oh, hold up. They can book on this? And I can put the description and all that. Shit, I'm about to use this. And it's like, and it works, though. And if that works for you in the time being, it worked. So be it. You know? So we did talk about after your website gets up, you said you're thinking about using another software. What is that? Launch 27?
Yes, so Launch 27. So I have, with the previous website, I was using Launch 27, but the back end of whatever, with WordPress, I will say, with WordPress, it was not user-friendly for me, and it was not user-friendly for the direction of where I needed my clients to go. So they were clicking on the wrong stuff. So I just had to make it work, but with the new website, Launch 27, will also be applied through there. The back end obviously will still be the same, but it would just, I think that it would just be an easier flow. And instead of people putting out, or not putting out, but instead of people contacting for a consultation, we can just book. Like the process that I have set up is, I don't want you to call. I want you to know that you need a cleaning service, and this is how much it's going to cost. This is when we can come out, and whenever you're ready on Thursday, just leave the key under the mat. Hey, that's all I need.
Simple.
That's all I need.
Simple, baby. That's all we need. I told you about the company. You see my little videos and stuff. You got a nice Instagram page as well. I checked out your Instagram. I said, this girl is doing it, girl. So, do you have a virtual assistant, or are you doing all that marketing yourself?
It's me.
Girl, get out of here.
It's me.
I'm lazy.
So,
girl, get out of here.
With marketing, I felt like how we had this discussion off camera, obviously, about me saying that I look welcoming to come into your home. So I would be perfect for residential.
Yeah.
I think that if I market myself to be, I just look so homely. Like, yes, you can come. Yes, your ladies, they just look like they would be so trusting. Yes.
Oh.
So it just fits the whole persona, as well as most of my ladies. At first I was not very choosy about the type of cleaners that I would bring in. I'm just like, they're just in there to clean your home. But, you know, obviously when customers have been with you for a while, they do say things.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what, my presentation needs to be thorough all the way through. I need your car to at least look up to date. I'm not saying you can't have a dent on the side. Yeah. Just don't park on that side of the street to show your dent. Like, because customers say stuff and they won't say it to them, they'll say it to me. Yeah. And I'm just like, no, I need my presentation to be thorough all the way through. If, like I said, the website is the only downfall. The website is the only thing.
Now, how do you know that you're hiring the right person, though?
They have to go through a process.
Okay.
And the reason why I don't do commercial is because I'm looking for a certain personality. I need you to be able to click with my personality. Yeah. And if you're not a 9 a.m. type of talker on the phone and you're like, hello, yeah, I'm on my way. I'm not into that. I'm not into that, because you kind of throw my energy off, because if you don't want to work for me, or you don't want to work, or you don't want to do the work, you may go in this lady's house and break her expensive vase.
Right.
And I've had cleaners do that before, ruin this lady's antique table. And now she's calling me.
Did they have insurance?
Like, did I have insurance at that time? No, I did not. I did not have insurance at that time. And I was in a very vulnerable place.
Now, see, the disclaimer, your contractors, they need to have insurance.
At that time, I was working with employees, so the insurance fell on me.
Yeah. And
so I was just like, yeah, like I can get through it without having insurance. No, I couldn't. That lady, the way she put me through it,
did you have to pay it?
No.
Oh, you got the insurance.
Yeah, I ended up getting the insurance. I called Hiscox. I said, hello. Hi, I'm looking for a really good insurance. How can you help me? They gave me my quote. I said, okay, I will never miss a payment. Thank you so much. And that was the end of that. The situation did end up working out, and it was like they used the wrong cleaner on the wood. And it ended up kind of like, I don't know, it just made it into a texture that was not okay. But the importance to it is that same employee that I had at that time, attitude nasty. And you can see that in people's words. Yeah. And I need you to be able to, you don't have to be as bubbly as me. Right. But I need us to be able to effectively communicate. If something's going on, I don't need you to necessarily come to me being like, dang, my baby daddy getting on my nerves. But we
don't want to hear about baby daddy.
Yeah, but people do it. People do it.
I know.
And they come with their issues, and that's fine. But I want you to understand, when you come around me, we're working with it. We get to it.
We are happy.
We are happy.
We're getting to the money, baby. Like, smiles. Don't care about light bills right now.
Exactly.
Like,
you can pay the light bill on Friday.
I hired these two ladies for my college dorm. And they seem to be like the best. I ain't gonna lie, they seem to be really good, right? Okay. So they're out there cleaning, and I'm like, damn, they came first day, same day pay is what I had them on, because I was just doing a little trial run, because I don't really know y'all like that, okay? And we was really desperate, and I was like, just come, because we needed 12 people, and we had like 6, and I was desperate. So I told them to come, they came, And the first day, I ain't gonna lie, the first day went really good. They didn't do all that much of a good job, but they was very trainable. Come the second day, the lady calls me and says, I don't want to work with her no more because she cussing me out and she don't know how to talk to me. I'm like, girl, I ain't got nothing to do with that, girl. That's your friend. That's your friend. Both of y'all are friends. I hired 2 friends.
Oh, that was
and they both were like, and then the other one will call and say stuff about the other girl, and that is why they got fired.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot bring that. You know how much stuff we have to deal with a day? We can't deal with that too. So if y'all can't figure it out, because I hired both of you guys together, I don't know what kind of issues y'all got on the outside, but you can't bring it in.
It's not welcome here.
It's not. And I don't have time for it. So we was like, you know what? Y'all don't even have to come back. Paid them for the first day, sent them on their way. But I always ask people, like, what do you look for when they come inside your office, and like, what throws you off in the person?
It's more of when we get to the end of the interview. That's when I'm on you, and so I do Zoom interviews.
Okay.
So your next interview is in person, and you'll either come to my house or you'll come to one of my friends' house.
Okay.
And obviously it's somebody that I trust.
Yeah.
But with that being said, towards the end of the interview, now I need to know, do you have a car? Do you have insurance? If you don't have insurance, are you willing to get insurance on your car or your cleaning insurance?
Right.
As well as if I need you to go on a longer distance, so my mile radius is 25 miles around Metro Atlanta.
Right.
If I say, hey, can you do this cleaning? This is what's taxed on extra, how would you respond? Mm-hmm. And most people, the people that I hire, say yes. And they say yes like,
quick.
Look, as long as you tell me such and such hour in advance,
mm-hmm.
I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
But the other ones who say, you want me to go where? You want me to go naked?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah,
it's
they
okay. Don't worry about it. Don't
worry about it. Listen, I'm going to send your
about
money up to the general manager. I'm going to send your information to the general manager. No, damn well I'm the manager. I'm going to send your information to our general manager, and if our general manager decides to go on with you, then we'll give you a call.
We will.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
You know
That's all I need to know. I need to know, would you go the extra mile?
Right.
And also in the response of, how would you respond if a customer, you just mop the floor, and a customer comes in and says, this floor does not look like it's mopped. It's wet, but this just doesn't look like what I'm going for. Mm-hmm. How do you respond? And it's the pause that's extremely important, because how long do you need to know before you need to do it again? Like, the objective is, I'll just do it again. That's all you need to answer. That's the only answer. Is not. I will ask her what corner, where did she see something. Those are answers that I'm looking for. But if you pause and say, I'll just do it again. Thank you.
Yeah.
That is, like, I say great response, and we move on to the next question.
Yeah.
I'm not spiteful about it, because I have to realize that people have their own personal developing that they need to do.
Yeah.
And just because we're in the cleaning industry, they feel like they can just get over on the situation. They can just clean people's houses how they want to clean. These people are dissatisfied with whatever, and I need you to go back and I need you to fix it. And I need you to fix it thoroughly.
With
and
a
if
smile.
I have to go out there,
You're fired.
You don't have to worry about me.
But we take deductions out. Yeah. That's what we do. If we have to go out, if you're a workable person, some situations are just not workable. Yeah. Some situations where you gotta go. But in some situations, if we have to go out there and do something, if I got to go do it, you take deductions or you're getting fired. It is what it is, baby.
You know, I've not thought about deductions. So when I had employees, I actually did have to do that to a lady, but I didn't know that you couldn't do that with employees. Like,
you can?
What?
You telling me? I didn't know you could do that with employees.
Well, with employees, you have to. Well, for her contract, she was hourly, or not necessarily her contract, but our written agreement was you get hourly pay, and so she worked that hour, whether she did what she needed to do or not.
Okay.
I could not take that.
Yeah, you
from
can't
her.
take it from her.
So I paid the lady, y'all. I promise I paid the lady, but I was really like, people can really get over on me in this situation.
Yeah,
and
that's why
we're playing
like
a really dangerous game right now, and if you're not doing the work, you can literally go out there and do whatever and you get paid for it. So I started researching what contractors can do and what they need to do and what is required of them. And I said, it's time. Yes. It's time for the switch.
You can do it. You can do it with contractors. That's another reason why I really didn't like to deal with employees, because I had literally had people in my units for like 7 hours. In one unit,
hanging out on their phone,
just chilling, you know. And I'm like, well, what the hell are you doing in here so long? And they'll be like, well, girl, you didn't see how bad this unit was. This unit was bad. I had to do this. I had to do that. And I'll be like, girl, ain't no way, because I've cleaned a lot of move outs. It don't take that long. I seen it before you went in there, you know. And they will pull that over on me, and I wasted a lot of money. I wasted a lot of money on supplies, uniforms. I was paying for background checks. I was doing everything wrong. Yeah. You know, contractors, however, a little different. You get paid for the job that you provide. Okay? So if you go out there and you did not clean the unit the way it's supposed to be cleaned, the rules are you go back and you make corrections. If you can't go back and make those corrections, a deduction will be taken out. You know what I mean? And it depends on what the person had to do. Do they have to re-clean the whole unit? Because if so, your ass ain't getting paid nothing. Okay?
Honestly.
So put it in your service agreement. Those are your rules. Yes. Present it to the contractor, and it is what it is. They signed it. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best part about entrepreneurship. That's why I knew I was going to be an entrepreneur. Because you make the rules. You make your own rules.
And it's like, making the rules is a really huge part of it, but also it's like, these are kind of like boundaries that you honestly set for yourself.
That's it.
Like, when I realized how much, not necessarily power, but even power as a woman that I had, I said, oh, let me sit up, fix my jacket, and we're talking business now. We're talking business. And whenever I speak to cleaners, whenever I speak to, when I had an assistant, whenever I would speak to my assistant, we need to get this done.
I'm telling you.
And in the morning, when I get up, I know my routine. Mercedes, you need to get up. You need to do your prayer. You need to do your little journaling. And you need to get your day started. Mm-hmm. So the same way that you handle yourself is the same way that you have to handle your business.
That's it. That's it. Discipline, baby.
Yes.
Okay? Consistency, discipline, all that good stuff. Now, let's talk about supplies.
Okay.
What would you say your favorite supplies are? Like, I'm talking supplies that you cannot go and do a unit without. Like, you must have this supply. What would it be?
I need some form of Dawn degreaser. Even if this is like a regular little bitty blue bottle, you need soap. Like, I can't go without it. I can't go without
some
soap.
Dawn soap.
But the purple degreaser gets to it. Zep also has a really nice degreaser. I just need degreasers in general. And as long as I can get a degreaser, we pretty much can get anything up and take care of it. As well as what is that little gray scrubber? The one that was sitting
the silver scrubber?
Yes.
Yes. Can't live without that.
You need that.
Yeah.
You can use that. Not on everything.
Not on everything, but you know.
But it's very useful. It is very useful, and it gets the job done.
So what would you say you use for smell good?
For smells? Okay, guys. We're about to go down a rabbit hole. Because for smells, it's actually not healthy for us.
Okay.
And so for me, I always let the client know the objective is to get your house clean, not to smell good. If you would like for us to bring a little special candle for you, we can add that in your package. But our objective is to get your house clean. And I know people want their homes to smell good, but sometimes putting on a spray in the air, like, we cough.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we're telling this.
So are you using green products? You use green products? Or?
No, but I really try to lessen down on anything that has like a really strong fragrance. So like, you know how most people clean their homes with Fabuloso, or like they see the Fabuloso on the stove. Like, it smells good, but those are really toxic fumes that we are putting in our bodies. It really took me. I have a little nasty cough because I used to be in people's showers, spraying it down with bleach and all of that. Like, it's still, I feel it right now. Like, I can't clear my throat.
Girl, I'm surprised your company isn't green, all the way green.
I know.
It should be. You should go all the way green.
I want to, but working with contractors.
They need to be a part of your company core values, girl.
I know, but working with contractors, I just tell them what not to get. So in the Stay Clean handbook, I tell you the supplies that would work best, and you need to have anything that's above like a Dollar Tree part of that brand.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I get you.
I need you to have at least go to
Walmart.
At least go to Walmart. Like, I feel like a bag, a cleaning bag is about $50. So most of the cleaning supplies that are green, you need to order ahead of time on Amazon. And for me to reach out to my contractors and say, hey, I need you guys all to go green. They're like,
they're gonna quit on you.
So extra, like
they gonna quit and start their own cleaning business.
And they're gonna put me in the Facebook groups like, do not work for this lady. She over here asking us to change our products.
I would say going green, those green cleaning companies, they making some money now. I'm not even gonna lie. They are really, they get to the money.
They are getting some.
I'm not even gonna lie. It's a good thing to do because it is healthier, and that's a great sales pitch, man. Health is wealth, man. So it's funny that you said that because I was like, man, how are you dealing with that? And then you can't control what the contractors bring in because they're contractors. You know what I mean? That's hard. It can't be a part of the company core values because unless you had employees, you might, but then you don't want employees.
Well, no. That is not a part of the plan anymore. I've given that employee dream up. Like, people, I think that people get into business in general just to say that they have employees, but I don't care. I don't care. A contractor could quit on me today, I can find another one. And with employees, you have to go through like a longer process. Even though my contractors, it's pretty much like a 2-week process. So you apply, we set up the Zoom interview. I'm watching your body language and I'm listening to you.
See what I'm saying? Sometimes you can read them over the phone.
Yes.
Like sometimes remember the last girl that called you? I was like, y'all hiring because no. The way you said it was wrong. It's not because of all that. You don't even know how to put on your corporal voice when you're talking on the phone. Like, we all got a little
code switch.
Okay. But dang, you gotta know how to switch it up when you're talking on the phone to a company. So if they don't even know better, you're gonna bring that to my clients. So we say no. Real quick. So, all right. So let's say someone is just starting their cleaning company. What words would you give them of inspiration to start? They're watching this interview right now. Like, what would you say to the person that's just still kicking back? Like, I don't know now, I don't get it. It's too hard. I don't know. What would you tell them?
I would say make sure that you're intentional about it. And I would say intentional in the cleaning industry is because you're going to experience a lot of things that you do not experience in other industries. And that's even like working in corporate America, working at a retail job. Like, cleaning is just different. You may see a bag of throw up. Like, you may see some really interesting things. You may see bugs, but like, I need you to make sure that you are intentional about this. Like, I didn't take cleaning serious until I had hired this young lady, didn't know she was homeless, and one day she comes to me and she says, well, I just applied for my first apartment, but I really hope I get this. Da, 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 da. And she's getting the apartment, and she's like, I've been homeless for about like a year and some change, and I just found you on, who was that, on Facebook. And for me, that was so serious. I was just like, dang, I can change people's lives, cleaning, like what?
You wasn't sleeping in my units, were you?
Oh no.
No, you know, I say that because I actually had that happen to me before.
Oh.
That happened twice. Because, you know, we specialize in move in, move outs. And a lot of times, if you're a good cleaner, the property manager may give you a key to all the units, right?
That makes sense.
So I had a situation where a lady came and she was a good cleaner, you know. And we found out that her daughter was camping out. You know, she knew which unit, she knew when the move-in date was and everything.
So
she was just, yeah, man. She was in there just camping out, and you know, I'm like, well, dang, you know, why you just, you know, talk to me? If it depending on the person and the situation, I might just help you out, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, we had another situation where the lady, she was doing drugs. She had a boyfriend, she had a dog, and a baby inside of the units, just sleeping inside the nasty units. They was dirty, nasty units. And she would be like, well, you know, this unit is so bad, it's gonna take me all night and all this stuff. And I'd be like, girl, what the hell? It shouldn't take you that long. But she said, I'll be finished in the morning. Okay. So the property manager called us and was like, listen, baby girl is in there sleeping, camping out. You know, her boyfriend, her dog, and her baby. You know, and I was like, damn. It's sad.
On your part, I understand how that can be just a little embarrassing. On her part, that was kind of genius.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, really. Yeah. It was, and then it was.
Move out job.
And see, the thing is, we could have lost that contract because of that, right? And this is where you have to have a good communication and good relationship with your clients. Our clients, those clients from the apartment complex, they happen to love us. You know, they was like, listen, I ain't gonna, you know, tell nobody. I ain't mad, but she just can't come back. Okay, because they didn't appreciate all the lying and all the, you know, when a person is using substance, they don't lie good. They're horrible liars, I'm telling you. And you can just see it straight through their eyes that you're just lying, and something going on, you twitching and all that. So they just didn't want the lady to come back. But they said, feel free to send my girl back, the one that I like. The cleaner I like, send her. And we good. We'll pretend like this never happened. You know. But I've had it happen twice before, where people came and they tried to camp out.
Well, that's a really good reflection of you as well as your communication level with your clients.
Yeah.
It's because they trusted you enough to come in and say, there's something going on, and can you fix it? Or I would like you to fix it so we can continue our relationship. Kudos to you.
That's what you gotta do, man. Y'all have to have a good relationship with these clients, baby. I would say you gotta have a good relationship with them. Okay, so let everybody know where they can meet you at, where they can. I'm saying somebody might want a job. Somebody might want to work for you. Somebody might want to reach out and get you on their podcast. Where can they find you?
You can find me at Mercedes Bell on Instagram, as well as for cleaning services. You can find me at Safe Clean Cleaning Services on Instagram and TikTok, as well as for employment. We are looking for quality people. As far as employment, you can also reach out to me at 816-786-6519.
Oh my God. She is camera ready. I'm gonna need you to get a YouTube channel together.
I want one.
I'm gonna need you to start working on that because she is so camera ready. Look at she look good on that camera, girl. Thank you so much for being one of our guests. I mean, we have been working so hard to get more people in the studio, okay, to be my guest. Don't be afraid, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for driving out here, being our guest, man. And guess what we're going to do? In the next 6 months, we want to invite you back.
Really?
Yeah, because we want to know another revenue share. We want to know where you at. And we want to know the progress. Like how many people you have and stuff like that. We like to document people's journeys.
Yeah.
Okay, because if people don't know me, I came up under AJ Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on his podcast, I think when I was around the same revenue that you are. Like I was just beginning to be a 6-figure earner. And I'm so happy to be on his podcast, girl. I was like, yes, girl, I made it to his podcast. Okay, so now if you look at that interview all the way into the progression that, you know, that I have now, where I'm at now, it's like, okay, people see the progress, and that's what I want people to see. I want people to see that this is real. Like you're literally watching baby business owners grow into multimillionaires right before your eyes. And I want people to see that we didn't stop, even though there are some times when we want to. You know, there's some times we want to give up. You ever had a give up moment when you want to give up?
Are we on the vulnerable couch today?
Yes.
We're gonna sit on the couch today. Yes. Actually, earlier this year, it was really different for me because I started my cleaning service December 2019, and that was pre-pandemic. So most of my money came from pandemic. People were eating it. They needed somebody in their house. Yes. And I had to experience what it was like when some of my pandemic clients dropped off. I experienced losing contractors or even losing employees at that time, and it was just like, wow. And I had to start over, and I had to go back to cleaning and putting on my Stay Clean shirt and getting back to it. And I think that the build up, like you were just saying, the build up of like, come on, let's do this, let's get back to it. It's just extremely important. So earlier this year really hit me hard, and I was just like, do you want to do this?
Right.
And you guys, I actually found her through AJ Simmons as well. But I will say your video of reasons of why you should not start a cleaning service was one of the first videos that I was just like, why would I watch that? Like, I mean, I really want to start a cleaning service.
Yeah.
When I clicked on it, I said, she tried to get us.
Yeah.
But it worked.
Right.
And I appreciate it.
Yes.
So, thank you. I found you on YouTube as well. And I got to meet you.
See what I'm saying? All you gotta do is reach out. We are very reachable now, okay? But I can't say for the next, 5 years, we might not be untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop. But thank you so much for coming to the show. We're definitely gonna have you back 6 months. 6 months. We want to know where you at. I know she's gonna be like, girl, I'm a multi-millionaire right now, girl. We got like 400 employees and stuff. You don't see the Jag outside. Like, I'll just play y'all. I'm just tripping y'all. Okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up until the next episode. We are out of here. Peace.